France is the world's most visited destination by international tourists each year. Some say that Paris is overrated, dirty, and crowded. But there's a magic to the city that pulls us back time and time again. In this video, we'll share our top tips and tricks for exploring Paris that we've learned over the years with our many trips to Paris. There are so many incredible landmarks and museums in Paris, like the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre, and so many more. They can definitely be crowded though, and costs can add up if you want to visit them all. There are museums that are free year-round, and wandering the streets of Paris is always free. Montmartre is one of our favorite areas for wandering, and we find something new every time. Sacré-Cœur is a beautiful spot, but can get very crowded. We found that there's a beautiful park in the back that is much less crowded and has just as incredible views.
You don't know how much I love you, 'cause you're my home away from me.
It's only once a month, but on the first Sunday of the month, many museums are free. Depending on the time of year, even places like Versailles and Sainte-Chapelle, my personal favorite, are free. If you're a European Union citizen under the age of 26, many museums are free year-round. I'll include a link in the description so you can see all of the museums that are free during different times of the year. On our most recent visit, we visited the Musée de l'Orangerie. The Monet panels there are a spectacular must-see. We also wanted to visit the Musée d'Orsay, but we didn't realize that we needed a reservation until it was too late. So be sure to check if your museum of choice needs a reservation when you're visiting on the free day. Instead, we visited the Architecture Museum in Trocadero. We were really surprised. We'd never heard of this museum, but it has beautiful casts of churches and cathedrals around France, models of modern architecture, and replicas of murals. Probably the best part, though, is the spectacular view of the Eiffel Tower from the second floor that you can't miss. Want to see more views of Paris from above? Check out the views from the roof of the Galeries Lafayette Haussmann department store. You can see many of Paris's famous landmarks from here. And the best part? It's free. There is a restaurant cafe that's open during certain times of the year, but it's free to go up and see the views and you don't have to buy anything. If you're there during the holiday season, they also have spectacular Christmas window displays and a huge Christmas tree inside that you definitely need to check out. Have you always heard that you need to buy a physical SIM card if you want to get data and use your phone in Europe? Well, that's not true. Now you can buy an eSIM directly on your phone via an app. We love using an eSIM because it's easy to set up and buy before you even arrive, meaning one less thing to worry about. It also works even if your phone isn't unlocked, or if your phone only uses an eSIM to begin with. There are many companies out there, but our favorite is Ubigi. In France, plans start as low as $8 for 3 gigs or $19 for 10 gigs. All the plans last for 30 days. They have various other plans for France and Europe and around the world. Ubigi has been kind enough to share a 10% off code for us if you are a new user, so be sure to use code ANYONECANTRAVEL when making your purchase for 10% off. The best way to get around Paris is on the metro. And the best way to use the metro is with a Paris Navigo pass. My favorite line of the metro is line 6. It's probably not a normal thing to have a favorite of, but I do, and the reason is part of the line is above ground and it's elevated above the street, and you're going by these gorgeous buildings and picturesque streets, and as you cross the Bir Hakeim Bridge, you have a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower, and it feels like it's straight out of a movie. I do have a longer video on using the Paris Navigo Pass that you should check out if you're more interested in that. And we also have videos about where else to see the Eiffel Tower if you are looking for some fantastic views. Another fun tip is there are free drinking fountains all over Paris that you can use to refill your water bottle. So be sure to bring a reusable bottle. There are these beautiful green ones that they look like a work of art that we found in Montmartre. And some even have sparkling water. I was super excited about the sparkling water ones, and I've included a link in the description to all of the free drinking fountains so you can take note of them for your trip. We find ourselves coming back to Paris time and time again. With every visit, we find something new and learn something new. So we hope that you find these tips helpful. Have you ever been to Paris? What would you recommend for others that are visiting? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.